morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's Wednesday morning. It's been a good week so far, just getting back in the groove. We had some company. My husband's wonderful brother and his wife. We had a wonderful time over the past weekend. Sad circumstances, but it was, all in all, it ended up being a really wonderful gathering of family. My father-in-law passed away, as I mentioned in the past video. So all that has, we honored Dad as best we could, and I feel we did a really good job. It was a beautiful service. But that said, back to reality and into my craft space. I made a couple projects since the weekend. I thought I would show you because it was a lot of fun, and I hope I inspire you to maybe do some of these yourself or not, but I just wanted to share with you what I've done. So I won't go into too much detail because I have showed you these altar file folders before. This one's just a different theme, purple. As you know, I love butterflies, so it's mostly butterflies, and this little notebook put into the middle of it for lots of journaling spots, tags, yeah, loaded envelope. Anyways, so yeah, I'll just show you that quickly like this, and I will then get on to what I wanted to actually show you today. This is a 3 Manila style folio. I sat down with 3 Manila envelopes, brought a few printables, my scrap bins, my embellishments, and all kinds of odds and ends, and some of the tags and notebooks that I put together myself I used inside as well for embellishment. So I thought I would show you a peek inside, and just to let you know, you can use your stuff from home, envelopes, papers, any types of paper products like that. I will show you a quick construction of it, and then I will take you for a peek inside the actual journal. So all I used was, these are $3 store Manila envelopes. And let's see here, they are, say, 10.5 with the flap open, 10.5 by 6. So I would, of course, leaving a quarter or an eighth of an inch for the hinges so that you can fold over nicely. And then you take pieces of paper. I used Tyvek paper because I have lots of it and I like it for hinges, but you don't need Tyvek paper. All you need are pieces of, this is scraps of cardstock. I would probably, if I were to use paper hinges, I would use computer paper. But this is what I have on hand just for a quick little showing you how to do this. Glue your pages or glue your strips together with leaving the eighth of an inch. And you turn them over and you do the same thing. And then you fold them over, crease them. So if it's glued, let's say, you fold over, crease it. And then to add the envelopes, I don't know if I'm in frame here. I'm gonna, as though I closed the front, let's do it this way. So now leaving 2 panels. So for example, there's 2 small envelopes on the front here. So I'll show you quickly how I did that. So you take a piece of paper, fold it in half, and these are just cut up envelopes, junk envelopes. I have bins and bins of these from my husband. So because I don't want large envelopes on the front, you decide if you want a side tag or a top tuck tag. So I glued just this edge and I left a tag for the side here. So you glue just this piece here, leave the opening, fold your paper like this, and then you're going to glue just the bottom part of this hinge. You want to face it open, so when you open up your flap, your hinge opens properly. So when you're gluing, the trick to this is the edge, glue it just so the edge is over the edge of your envelope, just slightly, so it can open properly when you open your envelope. So you glue this side down like that, and then you take your envelope, make sure you have the side that you want to slip in open down properly, and then you glue the bottom of that envelope to the top of the hinge, so the middle of the hinge has no glue whatsoever. And then, assuming this is actually glued on, you open it up, and there you have your envelope that you're going to decorate up and fill. So basically, the hinges become your best friend when you're making envelope flip folio type thingies. So let's just say I'm going to glue this side because I want a top tuck here. I'm going to glue the bottom of this hinge, leaving the hinge slightly past the bottom of the envelope. Glue down the envelope to the top of the hinge, so when you open it up, you can see that it opens well. So you don't need Tyvek paper. Like I said, I use Tyvek paper, and I have lots of scraps for hinges, so that it comes in nice and handy. But you can add as many envelopes as your heart desires. You can add tall ones like this, so they flip this way. You can cut them off like I had done, so that they fold down, they fold over. The possibilities are endless. Maybe you'll get a better idea as I show you through the folio that I made. It was a lot of fun, actually. So if I inspire just one or two of you, then I'll feel good about that. So tied it up with some of Sheila Gingrich's sari silk. I love sari silk ties. And let's take a look. So for example, this, you'll see how I flip it down, and I had to insert this way. So I glued whichever, there were two openings to this envelope, and I glued the one side, and I made a tag out of some scrap paper. So that's the first. This is, of course, a journaling spot on the back of this tag, and here's a tag for the other envelope. And I like to use up as many bits and pieces as I can while I'm working away. This would have been a small little piece of whatever, and I used it for a tag tab. So I try to use up everything as I go. So this opens up this way, this opens down. Hopefully this is getting in frame here. I do see there's shadows today, so I guess it's maybe just no sun outside the window. But here's a belly band I used for the side, piece of scrap paper. I cut a little hole with my punch, and this is an index, collaged index journaling card I made. I made a whole bunch of these. I might have even done a tutorial on these. And this is just some ephemera from my stash. So there's lots of journaling spots there. Of course, I cover the envelopes, obviously, with background paper. Whatever you have, book pages, if you have book pages at home, use those up. Just use whatever you've got. Here's a narrower envelope. I left the opening on the side. I put another journaling card that I made, a collaged index. These are from the dollar store. Collaged it up, and I thought that it fit beautifully in this envelope here. And I put a background paper, and I added a butterfly, just glued down the three sides. And I took a scrap piece of a top, whatever printable I had, I guess, and this was the title, so I cut around it and I made it into a cute little tag, covered it with some lace topping from the dollar store. So this opens up, and I've got more writing space. I just collaged a few pieces of a printable. Here's an envelope that I left the top open, I guess, again, and I used this cute image from a ephemera card I have, which offers really nice journaling spots. It just slips in there nicely, and it folds down, and some more scrap filler on the back of that page. So I used a top corner pocket, and I put inside some journaling spots. These are beautiful vintage digitals that they would make lots of journaling spots for. I just love these envelopes, and they tuck beautifully inside. And they all kind of blend, my blues and greens and earthy colors. This is really cute too. It's a nice journaling spot, a vintage print, an old bicycle. And then this folds up and this folds over. And so these two envelopes, they flip out. And all of these envelopes are from this envelope scrap bin. So I don't use new envelopes. Once in a while I do grab some from the dollar store, but I rarely use new envelopes. So I made these into 2 tags, or 2 tag slots, if you will. Journaling spots, and they fit nicely into the slots. I won't show you these tags, but there's obviously 2 more tags, cute images from a scrap printable I had laying around. And so in the middle here, I put a side belly band, and then I realized, see this, when I started this, I had no idea what I was going to do. I just took 3 manila envelopes, some old used up letter envelopes, and I just began to create, and things evolve. That's how I do things. Things evolve, not usually a plan. Then I came across this notebook, paper bag notebook that I had made, which I did a tutorial on. These coffee dyed papers inside for journaling. And I thought, oh, look at that. It fits perfectly in here. So it kind of matches, a little bit busy, but it does, I think it suits, and it's adorable. And here's some more writing space. And inside the top of this envelope, these tags might be a little bit hard to come out just because I've stuffed this so full. But these make some really nice journaling spots too. Big, huge. I did some stamping, some sari silk for a tab. But these make really, really nice journaling spots that tuck in the top of the envelopes. There we go. So then this folds over. I'll fold this in so I can get all of this in frame. And we have here just another envelope I used for embellishments, tucked in a couple of cute tickets. One is a dragonfly, magical word fetty. Here's another little pocket I made out of an ephemera card. And then I tucked in some bird images, just for some more. In my opinion, and I'm sure in many of yours, you can never have too many journaling spots. Here's another envelope that flips down, and I put some paper and I made a side belly band. And this is, these are cute vintage digital printables. And I just added some paper, some writing paper, used a pamphlet stitch in the middle, made it into a little journal. Tucks nicely in here. Corner side pocket, which matches this one here. I don't know if that's in camera, but anyways. And I put some more journaling cards. Another one of these beautiful postcards. And another bicycle image. And I made this into a little journaling book too. I had done a lot of copy dyed paper, so it was a good excuse to be using some of it up. So that sits tightly and nicely into there. Fold this over, open this back up. And here we have the middle section. I used a couple of folder envelopes. And here is an image, an ephemera card image, and I put some more paper in there, sewed it, pamphlet stitch. So this has lots of journaling spots. This flap was here in my scrap bin as well, and I thought I cut it to size, but I thought it looked kind of cute just to embellish the flap. And I also realized I forgot to embellish that, but that's okay. Here's some more ephemera tags, journaling spots used in this file folder. These file folders are from my porch prints. They're adorable. And I just covered the middle panel of this envelope background paper. Inside is another envelope, vintage printable digital envelope, and I made it also into a journaling spot. Lots of journaling going on in this baby. This folds over nicely. A lot of these images are my porch prints. It's eclectic. A lot of these I did myself. So it's a kind of a variety of artists in here. So let's show you the back. We've got these flaps over here. I'll fold this over this way. See how nicely it all closes? But that's where the 1/8 of an inch comes in. You really need to make sure you do your 1/8 of an inch hinges so everything folds beautifully. Okay, in the back, I've got 2 side pockets. I made I made a little embellishment at the bottom, added a tab, because I noticed these were falling out. These little inspire and relax word fetty tabs. They were falling out anytime I open it. So I added this top page tab topper, and it kind of just secures these in a little bit better. And here's just an extra little embellishment. But here's some side pockets that I can stuff more journaling cards in. And this is a tab you fold over. You can use in your journals or whatever you want to do. I like to give myself options. And inside we have 2 page pockets that I made out of a book. This is a Peter Rabbit book, and I have a tutorial. I did showing you how to use these. And then I tucked away some fun ephemera journaling spots, another index card, collaged card that I made. They fit into this quite beautifully. And then it tucks away in this upper pocket here. And this was a smaller book page pocket. I just put a tag inside. So that's kind of cute, I thought. Tuck in the back. So yeah, anyways, so what I'll do also is I'll quickly show you the other tabs or tags that I have. Look at the size of these beautiful tags. And are these girls not adorable? I've used them before, so I printed some more off. I just look at the size of journaling spots you have. So both of these came out of the first flap that you see at the front. And I showed you that journal. And did I show you these tags? I showed you the one. Let's see if I can get this one out. Oh, and there's one more. Always Forever. I cut it off at the bottom a bit just to fit it in nicer. And I just used my tiny attacher, and I put an old piece of ribbon for a tab, and I stamped on the back. But I'm going to use that for a journaling spot as well. Tucks in there just beautifully. So that's it. Lots of flaps and lots of tuck spots, and I like the window, the shine of the window of the envelope pocket windows that I left. And it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I just thought I would show you. Hopefully you're inspired to make them yourself. If you like this video, give me a shout, give me a like. I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell for notifications every time I put up a post. And one other thing, I'm getting there to the 1,000 subscribers. And when I do, I'm going to be giving away 1 or possibly 2 creations that I've made. I have so many lying around that I can't wait to send to somebody. And again, also because I appreciate you all. I'm thankful you've subscribed to my channel. I'm thankful that you're also incredibly encouraging. For me, it just indicates there's a lot of people out there that love paper and to love this paper crafting world as much as I do. And I'm learning from so many of you. I'm happy to take the time to share with you the things that I do, because it's fun to learn from each other. And yeah, so again, thank you so much, everybody. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And just a little special shout out to Tessa. If you're watching, Tessa, hi. I hope that you'll enjoy making the paper bag clutch that I know you'll be able to do one yourself. Anyways, thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.